Seeking enlightenment, a journey to self-discovery, well, you've come to the right place, because I'm going to summarize the key 8 points from this great book, The Power of Now, by Eckhart Tolle. Now think of yourself briefly as a beggar, asking for money, but sitting on something. And then it's only 10, 20, 30 years later that you realize what you were sitting on was a treasure chest. Well, that's almost like we all are in ourselves, because we must look inwards to find the greatest treasure that lies within, that will allow us to then get on and have the most fulfilled lives. So if we can embrace the present moment and fullness of our existence, it will help. Here we go, number 1, embracing mindfulness. Now, if we can just take a step to observe our inner dialogue and become aware of our actual stream of thoughts, acknowledge these and without judgment, just listen to them. Don't resist them, and this will allow you to create mindfulness, a heightened state of awareness and presence. Point 2 is waiting with presence. Not present that you'd give somebody. If you want to give me a present, please watch my other videos. However, waiting is often seen as a tedious or wasted experience, but just think of reframing these moments and instead fully be present in that moment. And if we can embrace that art of waiting mindfully, we can actually extract joy and richness from perhaps even the most mundane moments. And particularly, you may want to try just not looking at your phone when you're waiting in a queue, and that may be a challenge, but it may make you aware of that moment. That is, unless you're watching my videos. Transcending complaints. Now, this is the third point. Complaining rarely actually serves a purpose other than just reinforcing negativity. Now, instead, channel ourselves to take effective change. So what we want to do is accept what is, then focus on solutions, empowering ourselves and others to transform our circumstances and change the world for the better. Point 4 is conscious relationships. Now, rather than seeking happiness through our relationships, just try and shift a perspective. Use partnerships as a catalyst for increased consciousness. And by that, I mean being fully present. And that would be putting your phone away often. And by being fully present with ourselves and with others, we really do unlock that deeper sense of connection and awareness. Point 5 is liberating ourselves from our past. Now, try to transcend the limitations of identifying ourselves with these past experiences. Whatever you do, do not be trapped in a victim mentality. A good old colleague and friend of mine once said that he'd imagine people with a V on their forehead if they're trapped in that victim mentality when they're just complaining about what life is throwing at them. Instead of doing this, use your history as a tool for your own growth. You can gain valuable insights here and really expand your spiritual journey if that's what you want. Personally, I found divorce a hard time in my life, but I genuinely saw that as a new start and an opportunity to grow. And if you're unfortunately in that state, check this video out if you've got kids and you want to save a lot of money on lawyer fees about trying to work with your ex-partner for the better of your children. Number 6 is a tough one. This is embracing life's impermanence, not just a tough word to say. So we're all united that in essence in 100 years we'll all be ashes. Now that's depressing, but if we can confront this concept of death and actually embrace life's impermanence, it'll allow us to actually accept the interconnectedness of joy and sorrow that we actually have at this moment, and we can then achieve true wholeness. And this integration allows us to tap into a sense of divinity, and that's how we would then experience life fully. Number 7 is transforming challenges. Every day we face different challenges, and if we can look at these as an opportunity for enlightenment, view adversities as catalysts for growth and personal, spiritual, that can actually change ourselves and improve ourselves. It will change how we interact with other people, becoming positive agents to improve the world. Finally, 8 is enlightenment through acceptance. Now, this challenges some of the teachings of Christianity, in which they'd say enlightenment is through suffering, which is also known as the way of the cross. Instead, consider finding enlightenment through acceptance. There's no point just getting frustrated with things we can't change, but if you can accept them, it may allow you to become more compassionate and go down an empowering path in your life. So in summary, I'd urge you to embrace the present moment, discover our true selves, and unlock that inner peace that lies within us. If we can understand the profound wisdom in accepting what is, it can help us on this journey of self-realization and connect with the universal consciousness that binds us all together. By embracing the power of now, you can live a life that resonates with the eternal truth that is within you. I hope you find that helpful. Please subscribe. I'll summarize more books. Some aren't as profound as this. I'll see you next time.